everyone, Andrea Perper here with Great Expectations Realty. Welcome to my weekly live. So I talk about all things Ocala and real estate and answer any questions if anybody jumps on, which I am not seeing that. So hopefully it'll let me know if anybody, I'm like, I don't know. Hopefully it'll just pop up if somebody says anything. We'll see. So this week, oh my goodness, there's so many things going on in Ocala. It is insane. So I went to the World Equestrian Center. That was absolutely amazing. I had no idea that it was open to anybody Ocalian. It was just absolutely amazing. So I went over there for a Chamber of Commerce event, and I actually haven't been to a Chamber of Commerce event in almost a year. But I figured, well, it's probably going to be outside. It wasn't. But, you know, in my hyper non-germing kind of, yeah, anyway, I was really careful. Wore my mask. It did take some selfies with people, but I was like, okay, I'm going to take my mask off, hold your breath. We're both going to hold our breath. We'll see how this works. So if you see selfies of me without my mask on, don't worry, Facebook is not real. I was wearing my mask the whole time, and like I even wouldn't eat. They had like food and stuff, and I was just like, Anyway, so it was a fun event. But what was really cool was the World Equestrian Center. I was floored. In fact, I thought it was so cool that I actually went back over the weekend to get some pictures and video and kind of share that with you guys. And I was amazed. I mean, they're not even charging for parking. I went over there and I spent like a couple hours over there walking around. I never got to the end of it. It was huge. I felt like I was visiting Disney. I'm not even joking. It was impossibly huge. I actually figured I'd go back with my bike and ride that around because I could not get to the end. It was literally at one point I'd been walking what felt like for miles, and I looked up and there was, you know, more horse stalls and buildings and stuff for as far as the eye could see in one direction, in another direction. And then I was looking out and there was just all these tracks and there was horses like way far off in the distance. And I was like, it's impossible. It is impossible to walk around in one single day. So definitely going to go back there while it's open. And, you know, there's some construction going on. So it's like, you can't go inside of the hotel and stuff. But that, I mean, it's a luxury 5-star hotel hitting Ocala. It's so beautiful, so impressive just from the outside. I can't even imagine what it's going to look like on the inside. It was amazing. It was completely amazing. They do have some restaurants there, so I would highly recommend going over there. If nothing else, just, you know, treat you and your family to, like, you know, ice cream or something. They have an ice cream shop and they have, you know, some different restaurants, grab a burger, whatever. But it was just so amazing to walk around, and I just absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So, and it, like I said, it's all open right now, so you can just, I mean, I got like front row seats and was sitting there, and it was outside, and it was front row seats and just watched a jumping competition. And I mean, it was just amazing. It was absolutely amazing. They do have little stores and stuff like that where they're selling horse related items. A lot of the stuff is like sweatshirts and stuff with World Equestrian Center. There was actually a pink water bottle that had World Equestrian Center on it that I'm seriously thinking about going back for. The RV park is, there's no other word for it. It's bougie. It's so bougie. It is like the most luxurious RV camping park I have ever seen in my entire life. The showers alone, I was like, yeah, I went in, I looked at everything. So there was nobody in the bathrooms, but I mean, you can tell a lot about a place by the bathrooms, at least in my humble opinion. So, you know, I got to check out everything. So it was amazing. The RV park has like a general store. They have Starbucks. Okay, I've never been camping somewhere where they had Starbucks at the general store. Normally you buy firewood. So it was intense. It was totally crazy. There was people walking around all over the place. There was somebody with a, over in the World Equestrian Center portion, there was somebody on a moving palette, I don't know, and she was playing the piano and singing at the same time. I don't know how she was doing that. I can't even imagine steering something at the same time as going for a ride, while at the same time playing the piano, while at the same time singing. Like, that is just, it boggles the mind how she was doing that. But it was really cool. Lots of stuff to see, some beautiful horses. It's just an absolutely gorgeous way to spend the day. So I highly recommend you go and do that before they decide to start charging for stuff like, you know, parking. So go. Okay, so we're going to go into a little bit of the buyers and stuff in real estate, because that's what you guys are watching me for, right? It's more about the real estate, which is basically what I do, so that works out well. According to the National Association of Realtors, the NAR, they had an article that I was enjoying that was talking about how first-time homebuyers were responsible for 31% of the sales in December nationwide. That's huge. That is huge. Because a lot of the last decade, we've been told that, you know, first-time homebuyers and millennials and stuff are not really purchasing houses, and Gen Z and Gen Y and all that. They're not purchasing houses. They don't really understand it, so they're not doing it. Apparently, that's bogus, because 31%, a third of all buyers are brand new first-time home buyers last month. So that is amazing. There's been so much talk about what's going to happen with the real estate and what's going to do this and that and everything, because, you know, this younger generation isn't buying houses. Apparently that's wrong. They are. And right now they're buying in droves. So I have noticed there's a little difference. They want open concept houses, and they want, you know, very bright and everything, but they don't necessarily want like a bunch of storage and stuff like that. They want it just all open. And that kind of makes sense, because I mean, really, we don't have that many like books and stuff. Like, it's all going to Kindle. We don't have a whole huge stack of DVDs. It's all Netflix. We don't have a big stack of CDs anymore. That's all Pandora or Spotify. So we just don't have all of that. We have everything electronic, and it's just such less storage space that we need on a daily basis. So it's kind of, you know, there is a shift to the market based on what they want. But it's kind of interesting to see that kind of happen. So anyway, just interesting thoughts I thought I'd share with that. All right, some more stuff going along in Ocala. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but we are apparently getting the gateway signage project. I think it has a lot to do with the World Equestrian Center, because, you know, we are really going to be known at this point as the horse capital of the world. I know we've been saying that for a while, but I don't know how much the rest of the world really agreed with that. With the World Equestrian Center, I don't think that's actually a question anymore. It is right up there with, you know, somewhere like, you know, Kentucky and the Kentucky Derby and stuff. It is definitely a reality now. So anyway, so Marion County just approved the gateway signage project. So all of our like I-75 bridges and there's also some county line markers and stuff like that. They're actually going to be horse themed, and it's going to have like, can you imagine in Ocala, we're not going to have just, okay, here's Ocala, you know, get off the I-75, but actually have like a silhouette up there with horses and trees that are local, and, you know, just have this really cool horse theme thing, and then the word Ocala right on the bridge. I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's definitely going to be really something to show what Ocala is known for, and I think it's going to bring a lot more of a spotlight onto our little county and what we're known for. So, I mean, millions of people go on I-75 on an annual basis, and they drive straight through our area, maybe don't even think to stop. But now we're actually going to have a spotlight on what we're known for, and maybe, you know, get some more tourism and stuff like that from it. So very cool that way. Community Garden Day coming along over on Saturday, January 30th from 8:30 to 10:30 over on Highway 40. And so if you want to take part in the community garden, you can definitely do that. You just get a hold of City of Ocala and they actually will have a plot for you. But it is kind of cool that that's something that we actually offer as a community garden. And it's on one of the main roads over on 40. So it's kind of cool. Okay, so something new that's coming is, oh, Allie says hi. Hello. Okay. Oh, so I do actually get to see when people comment. Yeah, I wasn't sure. It just popped right up. So something new that's happening in Ocala. I don't know if you guys know about this or not, but over on Northwest 21st Avenue, it's at 1812 Northwest 21st Avenue. They are actually building a huge community center. I don't think any of our community centers are 2-story, and this one will be 2-story. It's going to be just massive. It's over 41,750 square feet of space. It's going to have an indoor walking track. It's going to have a fitness center. It's going to have, banquet and event space, and of course a kitchen. They have 2 basketball courts, a library, and multi-purpose rooms. It's just going to be huge. So this is a community center that is coming in. They actually have the groundbreaking going for it on January 28th. That's a Thursday at 11 a.m. So if you guys want to go down there and check out the pictures and what they are doing there, that'll be great. They're also going to be doing like playground areas and stuff outside, of course, and just a lot of stuff for the future for there. So kind of exciting with that. So those are some of the things that I was really excited about as I was reading through, different news articles through National Association of Realtors, NAR, and some of the local papers and stuff. And I was just like, I have to share this. There's so much stuff going on and being built and being improved on in Marion County and Ocala right now. I just really wanted to share that. All right, let's get down to some numbers because I know that's why you guys actually look at this every week. I think that's why. Tell me, I don't know what you guys want me to talk about, but all right. For Marion County for today, the last 24 hours, new listings, we have 35. We have 35 new listings. That's kind of exciting. It's a good number. Unfortunately, pending, we have 59. So we're still with that trend that's been going on all year long, where more houses are coming off the market than are going on. So obviously we're going to continue to see the sales prices rising. And we're going to have to get really competitive with our offers. Sometimes it's not necessarily the money. Sometimes it's also with different things that you actually put in your offer. Definitely talk to your realtor about that because, yeah, you are definitely in competition. Most houses are going to have multiple offers on it and stuff. So there is a YouTube video that I did about that. I was talking about all of the things that you can do on your contract to make it a better, more competitive offer that does not necessarily have to do with being the highest price. We call it highest and best because just because you have the highest price does not necessarily mean that you have the best contract. So definitely talk to your realtor about that. We do have 13 sold, 4 expired, and 9 back on the market. If your house expired in this market, give me a call, please. Please. Something is not right there. So please give me a call so we can get your house sold. I would love to help you with that. So those new listings that are coming in, those 35 new listings, we're going to go ahead and take a look at that. There are some rentals that hit, so that's interesting, but it looks like a large portion of these are actually houses. So that is actually great news. Looks like a lot of 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Looks like a lot of houses coming in, even in the 160 price range looks like. So that sounds like fantastic news actually. So I'll go ahead and put all of this up so you can take a look at it yourself. It's swamped crazy busy. I'm looking over at the board and it's, almost full. We had a couple of closings this week, so we're going to take those off the board and add the new ones that are going on. We do have a lot of rentals available, which is bizarre. But we do have a lot of rentals. If you are looking for a rental or you know somebody else that is, go to our website, which is greatexpectationsocala.com. Click on the rentals tab. Don't go to the search though. Make sure and click on the rentals tab. That will show our rentals. If you go to the search tab, that is the IDX, which is all of MLS, and it will start showing you everything that every realtor has. And I cannot vouch for if their information is up to date or if it's not, or what their application process is or anything. All I know is our company and our stuff. So if you want to check on that, go ahead and do that. If you want to look at everything everybody has, well, then you can do that as well through that IDX feed, which is that search portal. It will also show you all of the houses available through all of Marion County, Citrus County, all of that. It's going to be on that IDX feed as well. So you can actually search for houses on there. And I can say that it is faster than Zillow. I know you guys love Zillow. I have a love-hate relationship with Zillow because it is not always accurate. It does run a little bit slower. It does tend to be about 24 to 48 hours out of date, which in this market can change things considerably. So we'll have buyers that are like, oh, I found this house on Zillow. And I'm like, oh, you mean the one that's pending? And they're like, no, it just went up today. And I'm like, no, in MLS, it went up 2 days ago and it's already been sold. Like, it's already under contract. They're just waiting to close. And the buyers get so disappointed. And it's like, or I'll have sellers that come in and they're like, okay, Zillow says my house is worth $500,000. And I'm like, but the two houses like right next to you that are bigger didn't sell for that recently, so it's not going to appraise at that price. Zillow is wrong. Or they'll even, I love those even more when Zillow actually says that they're worth less. And I'm like, oh, actually, no, I can sell it for like $50,000 more than Zillow is telling you. That's actually inaccurate. So yeah, just check with your realtor. We're out there every day. We are out in the trenches. Zillow is a fantastic tool in some respects to get an idea of an area and look at pictures and stuff like that. It's not so great with the actual shopping. You want to get something a little bit faster, especially in this market. It's also, you know, good to actually check out areas and subdivisions and stuff like that. So there are some benefits to it, and it allows the general public to get access to some of the information that they really need. So it kind of allows them to, you know, see pictures of a house and stuff on their cell phone. So I do love it for that. It opens the door to more buyers and sellers in the actual real estate market and not make it such a scary thing. Great. Love it for that. Not so much as far as the accuracy of it. When you actually get into the actual shopping for a house or selling a house, you want to check with your realtor, because it is just not going to be 100% accurate there. So those estimates are wrong a large portion of the time. And then they did just change something with Zillow as well. Zillow, by the way, owns Trulia and a whole bunch of other, they call it the Zillow group, but they own a whole bunch of other websites. So it's not just like you think you're going on different websites. You're not. It's all the same. But they did just change something with the rentals. There's going to be a lot of rentals that are no longer available on there. There's no longer a feed from the MLS in for the rentals. It's going to be harder to find a search on that. I would probably go to apartments.com because that still gets an MLS feed. So definitely information there for you. And also for sale by owners. They're actually taking for sale by owners off as an automatic thing. So I think you might still be able to do it individually and just try and push that information up there. But yeah, Zillow is going through a lot of changes right now in their rules and regulations and stuff like that. So that I don't think will bode well for them, but they can always undo it, right? Don't know. So hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day here in Marion County. The weather is absolutely gorgeous. So hopefully you're having a fantastic day and you are enjoying it. The weather. I want to leave you today with a positive thought. You know, I'm always trying to give you that positive thought, especially on a Monday. So today I have in my text, what was it? Oh, Jehovah is a God who requires exclusive devotion. Exodus 34:14. And then it goes into the comments and starts talking about entertainment and how it can really affect your mind and stuff. So for me especially, I try very, 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 very hard to be around positivity. I know it sounds very cliche, but it is actually absolutely true. If I'm around people who are very dramatic, it just kind of, makes me nervous and anxious and stuff. If I am reading or listening to music, I mean, if I start listening to the blues too much, I get depressed, and I have to be very careful with that. So definitely, what goes in is definitely what comes out. So, it's the same with food and all of that. If you are eating something, then that's what the energy you're going to use is off of that. You are what you eat. Same holds true with what you put into your system as far as your mental diet. So you want to take care of your emotions and stuff. And it is so much negativity out there already. Be very, very careful. If you are susceptible to stuff that you're seeing on Facebook and stuff like that, stop looking at it. Stop it. Just be really careful. I mean, I know for me, I can't watch like scary movies and stuff because I feel like I'm like in a war zone in my own living room. I just can't handle it. So just be very careful with what you are putting in. Try to bring in some positivity every single day, every single morning. It's going to change your whole outlook. If you are putting something into your system that is just, very depressing and something that weighs on you, that's going to affect how you deal with the day and how you deal with others. So just a heads up on that. I figured I would go ahead and share that wonderful thought with you. Hopefully you will feel that positivity all day and all week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.